In this video, we're going to focus on coloring the bar here based on the value of the open and close. Meaning, if the stock opens high but closes low, in that case, we want to make sure that the stock is red. And if the stock opens low and closes high, in that case, it indicates an increase in value, so it becomes green. So that's what we're going to do in this video. So let's continue on, and what we're going to do now is in part 2 of the create the custom candlestick chart in Chart.js, let's give these items a proper color and identify if it's increasing or decreasing. To do this, we're going to scroll down here and we're going to work on the colors of our background and borders. So for the borders, I guess we can just give it a solid black color. But of course, you could give it any color you want. I see some wanted white or some wanted black. Depends on the chart style. So for me, I'm going to make it very simple. I'm just going to put this a black color here. And to be consistent, I want to give it a border width of 2 pixels. Save, refresh, there we are. Later on, we can fine tune this more. So now what I want to do is I want to work on the border color here, or sorry, the background color. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to comment this out. The reason why I comment this out is going to, let's remove this here. I'm going to use these colors here later on. And I want only the red color, which is the upper one, and I want the green color here, which is the 4th item. So I'm going to say again, background color, colon. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to create a callback. So I'm going to CTX, which will basically give us all the information of the chart itself. And what I want to do here is if I do here console log.ctx, if I save that, refresh, alright, probably forgot a comma. Let's make sure we have a comma here. Save, put a comma, there we are. So now it's black. Don't worry, the reason why it's now black is because we didn't specify a color yet. However, you can see here we get this information, and what we get here is if it's active, the data index, and we get all of this additional info here. So basically what I want to do here is look at this information here. If I click here on the raw data, you can see here the information we have here, and you have the S information. This one, I want to not use this as our reference because I hope eventually to remove this by just having it work properly in the way I want it, based on the open and closing value. However, right now there's no solution for this yet. So I will eventually find something, but currently I don't know yet. Anyway, what I want to do now is I want to get here the, I don't want that, sorry. I want to get the open and I want the close value, and I want to compare, is the open value lower compared to closing value? If that is true, that would mean that we are increasing, or the stock increases, so that's a green color. If the closing value is lower, like in this case, compared to the open value, then it would mean that the stock has decreased in value. Alright, so let's, I don't know, let's go back here. Alright, sorry, I just clicked the wrong button, but anyway, we have this here. So we are going to look at basically this. What I want to do is I want to extract these raw C and raw O for open and close. So how do we get there? Well, basically we already have this ctx.raw.o for open, and then we're going to do the same for C. Save, refresh. Now you can see here we get all of these values here. Beautiful. So then what I want to do now is create a very simple if statement and say if this value here, and we could maybe even simplify it a little bit more with an object destructuring. If you don't know object destructuring, check in the description box a video understanding Chart.js object destructuring. So I'm going to say here ctx, let's say here constant equals ctx, just to make it easier. I'm going to say here raw, and then I say colon open, and make sure open is 0 and close. Alright, so then what I want to do is, so if O is larger, or let's say if close is larger or equal to open, in that case what I want to do then in this case, color green. That's this one here. I'm going to say here, say color equals this, and then what I want to do here, because this of course is a constant or a let value, I guess we can say here. So we're going to say a let color, but I'm going to assign no value yet. We're going to get the value based on this if statement. Else, if this is not the case, So that would mean that open would be larger than close, meaning that the stock is declining. Then I'm going to say a color will be based on this value here. Put it in there. And if I save that, refresh. Alright. So why it doesn't work? Of course, I need to here return value and say return the color. Save. Refresh. There we are. So now we have this, and maybe we could make this solid. That's probably a bit more easier to see. There we are. So we have that. Now we have this. If I change the value of this, but the value right now needs to be changed based on this here. So let's say here, we're going to change this. I'm going to say instead of this, we're going to be on 130, and this one is 30, and the close is 30. Save. We should see here now, this is now a green item. Beautiful. So let's undo this, put it back here, it should be red. Alright, so now we have this done. Next video, we're going to focus on what we call the handles or the candle wick, which is the lines at the upper part and at the bottom.